Ooh, when I was a kid, I used to stare out the car window and pretend it was flies. Just me.
I bought a boat.
Under the trees,
I did it. I bought a sailing boat.
over the street.
Look at it. This is my baby.
It's just staring
And
out the
Jackson's
window
baby.
for a while.
So I bought a boat. A sailing boat. I've never been sailing before. Yeah, so this is a 125 sailing dinghy, which just stands for 12.5 foot. It's an old wooden hull, which is freaking awesome. And me and my friend Jackson bought it for $600. We just went Harvey's, so it's our baby. And I think it was a really good deal. I came home from the holidays and was obsessed with boats again. And then I've been watching the sailing YouTube channel called Sailing the Vagabond on YouTube, and they just, oh my god, sailing looks so fun. So when I got back, I was like, maybe I'll do some sailing lessons, because eventually down the road I'll get a sailing boat. But yeah, after I looked at, I should not rub my eyes, I just touched fiberglass. I fiberglassed this little crack here. That was kind of the only thing that was broken on the boat, really. It's not structural or anything, so it's fine, but yeah. Anyway, I had a look at some courses, and they were about $390 for 3 days of sailing in a dinghy and just learning how to do it. I talked with Jackson and I looked at some sailing boats just online for sale, or sailing dinghies, and some of them were like $1,000 to like $500 to $1,000, and I was like, I might as well just freaking buy one and just teach myself. So I had a look at this one online on Facebook Marketplace. It was $650 for a 125 sailing yacht or dinghy with a beach launching trailer, a trailer that's made out of an old Beetle chassis, which is just so rough, but it got here just. When we first picked it up, the wheel was like bouncing so much, and I thought it was gonna fall off, and we were so scared. We took Jackson's car. The day before, we put on a tow ball, installed a tow ball because he didn't have one, so we had to find one from an old beat up Subaru. Bought it for like $170, installed the whole bar on, and then we went yesterday down south about an hour and a half. And took a look, just inspected it, and then talked with the guy heaps, and then eventually we hooked it up to the trailer, gave him $600. The rego is already paid for, which is awesome, for the next year. And then we were on our way.
Let spin around.
What? We just freaking took it. It came with obviously the boat, the trailer, or it came with the mast and the boom, and it also has a spare mast, a spare boom, spare sails, 2 life jackets, a spinnaker pole but no spinnaker, which we don't really need at the moment since I don't know how to sail and Jackson doesn't know how to sail. So basically, I just really wanted to learn how to sail, and I was like looking at courses and they were so expensive, so I just bought a boat. Because it was so cheap and it was such a good deal, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just teach myself. So tomorrow, me and Jackson are going to Albert Park, the lake there, and we're gonna just go and put this in the water, test how it goes, and just kind of teach ourselves how to sail, I guess. Apparently sailing dinghies flip, like they capsize, and then you can just kind of tip them back up. So we're gonna go practice doing that, so that when we actually do take it out in the ocean, or not the ocean, in Port Phillip Bay, it doesn't just flip and we freak out because we don't know what to do. So yeah, so we're learning a little bit just from YouTube, but tomorrow we're just gonna go have our first sail at the park and see how it goes. And the guy we bought it off, he gave us a lesson. on how to set it up, ready to go, and then how to pack it down. And we did that yesterday, and then I pulled the boat out today, just into the driveway there. I just wanted to set it up by myself just to see if I remembered. If any of you guys have ever sailed and know any tips on how to, I guess, sail and how to look after the boat, I would love to hear it, because I don't really know much about sails and masts and boom and rope and all that. So I do want to learn how to look after it properly, because, you know, I want it to last for a while. I'm so keen, and I'm so keen to like have a hobby that I can do when people come down and visit. So like all of our friends come down, and I think everyone kind of expects us, since we moved away from home, they expect us to like be having the most amazing time outside, and like we go clubbing every night or whatever. But like realistically, we sit in our home, go to school, go to work, and like that's kind of it. So yeah, I'm keen for when people come down, I can be like, oh, we're gonna go sailing, like I'll teach you how to sail and all that. So it's gonna be freaking awesome. I can't believe that this is where the mast sits. That's it. It just kind of sits in there, and it goes all the way up, and then it ties down. They're called stays, and they just lock onto there with D-shackles on either side. And then the jib, which is the front sail, ties to here, and that's the only thing that keeps the mast up. And other than that, it's just the boom attached to it, as well as the main sail. Sailing language I kind of have to get used to, because I've just been calling things like wire, rope, big pole, so I gotta really start to understand it. This is the boat name, Red Herring. I'm just so excited to actually have a freaking functional boat. We bought a boat ages ago, me, Miri, and Laja, a 5.1 meter half cabin freaking power vessel without a motor, and we were like, oh yeah, we'll do it up, it'll be so good. And we painted it green and left it for about 5 years, and then we sold it to my older brother, and he left it for a couple more years. So I don't need a motor. All I need is some flappy sheets and a pole, and I'll be on my way. Yeah, when we get quarantined, I'm just gonna lay my swag on and just kind of camp out, see what happens. Uncle Nick gave me a spear gun, and then I have my hand spear and some fishing rods, and eventually we'll be able to put the spear guns on here, sail down to like Frankston and go for a spear, and then, you know, even cook up on the boat just there. We're probably gonna wake up early in the morning tomorrow, go down to Albert Park, chuck in the boat, and go for a sail, which will be freaking lit. Yeah, so I guess I'll see you guys in the morning when we go for a sail. Our first sail. I put GoPro mounts everywhere so that I can film everything. I also put one on top of the mast. So we're gonna get some cool freaking shots. But yeah,
Let's just stare at them.
that's my boat. I love it. I love it a lot. So if anyone's ever in Melbourne, I'll take you guys sailing, because I finally have something to do other than filmmaking. Whoa, I have something to do with filmmaking, which is cool. But yeah, I'm keen. Freaking keen, bro.